Most people think Google is losing the AI race because they are obsessed with the chatbot interface.
Can Google still lead the next wave of tech, or is it just chasing OpenAI?
Gemini depicted historically inaccurate scenes in the memo.
Search is getting worse. More SEO spam, etc. People are calling this woke AI. Are we in the midst of an assault on Google's business model?
Organizational incompetence within Google.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, isn't it?
They see a bad image generator and think the giant is stumbling. But here's the thing. Chatbots are just the lobby. While everyone is arguing over prompts and tokens, Google is quietly building a world model. This isn't about writing better emails. This is about a system that understands physical reality. And if you are building your business on text prediction wrappers, you are holding a ticket to a show that's already over. Let's look at the evidence. To understand the trap, we have to go back to the purchase receipt. When Google bought DeepMind in 2014, the headlines were about beating humans at Go. But we analyzed the research trajectory. They weren't trying to solve board games. They were trying to solve state prediction. Here is the trap the rest of the market fell into. The text prediction engine. It works by guessing the next word based on probability. It's a very expensive autocomplete. But text can lie. Physics cannot. Google realized early that if an AI only knows language, it's hallucinating. If it knows physics, it's simulating. While OpenAI was scraping Reddit to teach GPT how to talk, Google was scraping YouTube to teach Gemini how the world moves. So, how does the money actually move in the system? Let's look at the mechanic. I've noticed a pattern where teams think more data is the answer to every failure mode. But world models aren't about more data, they're about different data. Think of it like the difference between reading a manual on how to ride a bike and actually feeling the gravity as you lean into a turn. When Google's models predict how a fluid will spill or how a joint will pivot before the action even starts, they've moved past hallucination. They are running a simulation of reality inside the chip. This is the signal in the noise. Text can be manipulated, but gravity is constant. Teams that master spatial intelligence will own the production layer of the economy. But here is the paradox. If this is so powerful, why does Gemini still struggle to answer basic customer service questions? We are looking at what I'd call proto-AGI. Not because it's sentient, ignore the sci-fi, but because it's versatile. The tell for me is always this. If your AI can't understand the why behind a physical constraint, it's not a partner, it's a calculator. The paradox is that simulating the world is exponentially more expensive than simulating a conversation. Google is betting the farm that they can drive this cost down before their competitors catch up. Now, the catch. World models are incredibly hard to audit. You aren't just checking a comma anymore, you're checking a reality. This is the twist. Google isn't building a better search engine. They are trying to build the operating system for robotics. If they succeed, the value of a chatbot drops to zero. The value of an agent that can navigate a warehouse goes to infinity. So, if you are an operator, what do you do with this? First, stop optimizing for better sentences. If your business value relies solely on an LLM writing copy, you are in the splash zone. Second, start gathering video data. If you run a factory, a logistics fleet, or a construction site, your video feeds are now your most valuable training asset. The takeaway is that spatial intelligence beats text prediction every time we move AI out of the browser tab and into the real world. Read the take, think it through. Google is building a map of how things happen. You need to decide if you want to be on the map or just reading about it. If you want sharp takes on the decisions that actually hold up in production, you should probably subscribe. I'm heading back to the lab.